The Ontario Immigrant Nominee Program just changed completely. Today, the province tore down 8 existing streams and replaced them with one. If you've been tracking Express Entry, PNP, or OINP, this is the update you cannot afford to skip. I'm going to walk you through exactly what changed, who it affects, and what you need to do next. Whether you already have an expression of interest registered, or you're just starting to look at Ontario as a pathway to permanent residence. On June 26, 2026, amendments to Ontario Regulation 422/17 came into force under the Ontario Immigration Act. These amendments eliminated the program's existing 8 streams and introduced a single new stream, the Ontario Workforce Priority Stream. This is being called Phase 1 of a 2-phase program redesign. The province says the goal is to streamline pathways to permanent residence for people who already have arranged employment in Ontario, help employers retain talent in hard-to-fill roles, raise language and education benchmarks to strengthen program integrity, and make it easier for employers in rural and northern communities to qualify by adjusting business revenue thresholds. In plain terms, fewer streams, higher bars in some places, and a sharper focus on employer-driven in-Canada talent retention. If you already had an expression of interest registered or a job offer submitted under one of the old streams, here is what you need to know. The expression of interest system is now closed to new registrations under the former streams. No further invitations to apply will be issued under those streams. Any EOIs or job offers that have not already resulted in an invitation will be automatically withdrawn over the coming weeks while the platform is updated. If you're affected, you will receive a direct notice. If you already received an invitation to apply under one of the old streams, your application will still be assessed against the rules that were in effect when you submitted it. That part does not change retroactively. Once the new expression of interest system reopens for the Ontario Workforce Priority Stream, eligible candidates can register fresh. Employers who already registered in the employer portal won't need to re-register the portal account, but they will need to submit a new job offer and a new application for approval of an employment position to generate a new EOI for their candidate. This is the one stream that replaces all 8. It has 3 distinct pathways. First, the Tier 0 through 3 pathway. This targets skilled internationally trained workers in any Tier 0, 1, 2, or 3 occupation as long as they have a full-time permanent job offer in Ontario. To qualify, a candidate needs to show one of the following: 6 consecutive months of work in the last 12 months with the job offer employer. For recent Ontario graduates, just 3 consecutive months in the last 12, or 2 cumulative years in the last 5 years in that NOC occupation. Licensed applicants are exempt from the work experience requirement entirely. On top of that, candidates generally need Canadian Language Benchmark 6, though some occupations only require CLB5 plus a post-secondary degree or diploma. Some occupations carry alternate criteria, so the regulations should always be checked directly. Second, self-employed physicians. This is a notable carve-out. Physicians can qualify without a job offer at all. To be eligible, a physician must be a member in good standing with the College of Physicians and Surgeons of Ontario, hold a valid certificate of registration in an independent academic or provisional class, and be eligible to bill through OINP. Third, the Tier 4 and 5 pathway. This covers any Tier 4 or 5 occupation with a full-time permanent job offer. Requirements here are lighter: 9 cumulative months of experience in the last 2 years with the job offer employer, CLB4, and a Canadian secondary school diploma or equivalent. And across all 3 pathways, employers located in rural communities defined as a census division with a population under 150,000 DD benefit from lower gross annual revenue thresholds. That's a direct response to feedback about access for employers outside the GTA. One more detail: the expression of interest system for this new stream hasn't opened yet. The province says it's anticipated to open later this summer. So right now this is about preparing, not applying. Alongside the new stream, OINP tightened enforcement. The response window for someone issued a notice of intent to issue an administrative monetary penalty or a ban order has been cut from 60 days down to 30. Notices of contravention can now be sent by email, mail, or in person and are deemed delivered without requiring proof of receipt. This brings AMP and ban processes in line with how the province already handles notices of intent to refuse or cancel a nomination, and it's designed to let Ontario act faster against bad actors in the system. For the record, here is what's gone: employer job offer, foreign worker, employer job offer, in-demand skills, employer job offer, international student, master's graduate, PhD graduate, express entry, human capital priorities, express entry, French-speaking skilled worker, and express entry, skilled trades. All 8 replaced by 1. This is only Phase 1. Ontario has confirmed more changes are coming as part of Phase 2 of this redesign, and the province is asking applicants, employers, and representatives to keep monitoring the official updates page. So here's where things stand. If you had an EOI or job offer in the old system, watch for a direct notice, and don't assume it's been carried over automatically. If you're an employer, start reviewing your hiring pipeline against the new Tier 0 through 5 pathways now, because when the expression of interest system reopens this summer, timing is going to matter. And if you're a physician considering Ontario, the self-employed pathway just became one of the more direct routes into the province without needing an employer at all. We'll keep tracking this page as Phase 2 details emerge. If you want help figuring out exactly where you or your employer fit under the new Ontario Workforce Priority Stream, That's exactly the kind of question worth getting ahead of, not after the EOI system reopens.